Hey, Great Lakes Fish Cam Highlight Reel.
With Greg Lashbrook and Kathy Johnson.
So this week, we're doing cormorants up front because it's all about cormorants.
Cormorants are cool. They're the ninjas down there.
And we got a clip this week that's like, oh,
it's good.
it's so good. But you're going to have to wait.
Man, I wouldn't want one of those things chasing me.
No, even the fish are scared. Like, honestly.
Oh, I know.
Like, they all leave. Like, it's crazy. A muskie can go by and they're like, whatever. But a cormorant comes by and they're like, oh.
Yeah, everybody gets out of the way. Yeah, I've filmed them a few times, and I've seen them chasing fish around pilings and stuff, and yeah, it's just, all I can think of is like a black suited ninja just stalking and fast. How they move so fast, it's amazing.
No, they're faster than fish.
I know.
You know, it's like it's a bird underwater. So.
Oh, cleaning the screen off, that's for sure. All the seaweed gets stuck, and now I've made it so it doesn't go on, get hooked on the camera. It hits a screen first, so every time I go in, I clean the camera lens and I clean the screen, which keeps me under extreme pressure, I must add. Loving every minute of it.
Tammy, you named Tammy.
I named Tammy, yep. Tammy Two Tails. Not even sure she's a female.
I'm sure it's a girl, but you know, whatever. I do think it's really cool. You had said this earlier, and I agree that it's just really cool to be able to see a sheephead just being a sheephead. Just doing their thing out there naturally. You know, we see them, of course, and we enjoy seeing them, but we don't get to see them just be themselves.
Yeah, very, very seldom do they really just be themselves when a diver's around them. They always are a little leery.
Yeah, they gotta, you know, they're smart. They gotta kind of keep their eye on us and kind of keep their distance a little. And so,
they like a few feet in between us and them, but
yeah, just a little safety zone. But this, like, right? It's like they're coming, like, right. I mean, I've never gotten that close to one. Like, it could, it's very cool. Like, look right into their eyeball.
Oh, here's something that I live by.
It's your mantra.
Yes. And that's certainly the truth.
Yeah. It's my favorite are the shiners. So I did my column again this month. If you're wanting to learn more about minnows and shiners or minnows, then you can go to I Speak for the Fish by Kathy Johnson at greatlakesnow.org. Last month's was on suckers. Remember what we called it?
No, I don't.
Because they were red horse.
Oh, giddy up or something.
Yeah, giddy up sucker.
Giddy up suckers, that's what it was. Yeah, that was cool. You make up the best titles, I must say.
Now, for some reason, he does look like a trout versus a steelhead.
I believe that is a rainbow trout.
It is a rainbow. Okay.
But who knows?
Subscribe, it's free. Some corn. Why did we decide to put corn down?
Well, supposedly carp like corn, and I was hoping to bring them into the site, but ever since I put the corn down, I haven't seen a carp. Not that there are that many this year anyway, but I've got shrimp on a wire back there.
Oh yeah.
And I thought the gobies would just be on that and gobble it up in 10 minutes. And I didn't see anything go after the shrimp.
No.
Not a thing. They just kind of blew off naturally. And perch, they really love those shrimp. But
oh man,
this is a bad year.
I never saw yellow perch this summer.
I have yet to see a perch this year, and
You didn't see a perch?
no. And Fred, who usually feeds hundreds of them when he's feeding, only saw a few, just a handful. Wow. All year. These guys are keeping an eye out for the cormorants so they don't
Yeah.
become dinner.
Yes. Right, exactly. Because the cormorant could literally eat those fish. Yep, so we like to feed by night crawlers at local bait shops and take them down to feed the fish. It's my favorite thing to do, but did not have much luck this dive. Probably because we had 2 cameras running.
Yeah, probably.
And this was a complete fail. I was trying to seed the worms into the bottom. I was thinking, oh, I'll just plant them and then the gobies and things can come in and eat after we leave. And that so did not work. I mean, not even a little. The current is really strong on this spot. It happens to just be a really high current point.
Yeah.
And so like that, you can see them just popped them right back up. Those are the pieces drifting right downstream. Total fail. Oh well.
Yeah, it's hard to tell how strong the current is right there, but it is moving through there.
Yeah, it's like a little channel that we've got between these piling clusters, and it rips through there. So if you want to support us, the best way to do it is on Patreon. Join us over there. You get these videos exclusively first, and then also a lot of other content that we're providing over there for just the patrons. I thought since we put this down, you had put it down, we hadn't seen anything. I thought maybe if I smashed it, you had scored it, but I thought maybe if I smashed it up because they're raw, so they're kind of tight kerneled still. And so I smashed it up and thinking it would draw, you know, the carp in because he'd smell it more. But that's not what we got, is it?
No, it's not. We got quite a surprise.
It surprised everybody.
Yeah.
I'm still shocked. I was... Never in a million years did I think what happens next happened. It's crazy. And within 30 minutes.
Yeah, 30 minutes of us leaving, it was a big surprise.
Yeah, big surprise. Don't blink. Don't look away. Call the kids. And everybody's first clue will be if you watch the fish, you'll know what's coming, because if you've been watching our videos now, you'll know that there's only one thing that scares the fish away. So if you watch the bass, he's going to be like, oh, I'm out of here. And the suckers are like, me too. But look what he does. So cool. So I did it in slow motion because that's just too cool. We have to see it again.
Yeah, that's very cool. Look at him flip that around so he can
Right?
swallow it right down.
It's just crazy. And he came back again.
Yeah.
This is his second try. He came right back to check again just to make sure there weren't any more.
But there were more.
There were more. Yes, there were 2 more, and he didn't grab them.
He didn't grab them.
Yeah, so weird. Bass is like, don't follow me. So you immediately put some more down.
Yeah. And smashed them up.
But we haven't seen anything else.
No.
He hasn't come back. And we'll say the first time we saw an ear of corn underwater was naturally. We just happened to see, you know, because, I mean, obviously we're in the Great Lakes region and we have a lot of corn harvested here. People have boats, they could drop one, whatever, you know, stuff ends up in the water. So we saw the fish eating on an ear of corn originally, and that's what we thought, oh my gosh, that's so cute. So that's why we picked it. Feels like it's organic. I don't know. And I feel like he wants it, but they don't have teeth. So I just don't think he can get anything. And he actually even rubs his head against it. I think he's actually trying to bust it up a little bit, like break it up with the side of his head.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now he looks more steely. Just because there's less of the pink.
Yeah.
And like his head's a little more... I thought that was a nice comparison with the bass. And maybe steelhead? Not sure.
And the steelhead has got like a gray back. I'm not sure if they got spots if they're steelhead or not, but
So maybe he's still a trout, just a really
yeah.
large rainbow then?
I don't know.
I don't know either. All right, tell us. Put it in the comments. Let us know. Is he a steelhead or is he a trout? And how do you tell the difference?
Up close and personal with Tammy.
She's answering the question. She's like, well, girls are bigger. Guys are a little bit smaller. And some local guys stopped by again to say hello. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Yeah. Take a scuba class and come down and see us.
Yeah, exactly. Just checking the bass crossing.
And I don't recognize them, but hard to tell.
Yeah,
Yes, there's nothing wrong with your screen.
exactly. It's not you. It is a huge thunder and lightning storm. So did anybody ever think about whether you could see lightning underwater? I love the look of rain from underwater. It's very cool to look up at the surface and see that, you know, the water hitting the water. But we don't actually dive in actual lightning
Correct.
at night.
Yeah. Yeah, at night.
So you got to be doing a night dive in a lightning storm. Who does that? No one. So who knew? Completely lights up the bottom because it's lighting up the whole entire river bottom. It's 20 foot deep. I wonder how deep it lights up. Makes me want to go down to 40 and 50 foot and see if it's lighting up down there too.
I'm sure it penetrates with, especially in clear viz or good viz. Yeah, I'm surprised that there's fish down there still moving because like the suckers and stuff, I'm pretty sure they just rest on the bottom sleeping, but the ones we saw in the flashes, they seem to be awake and moving around.
If you watch in the center of the frame, a little fish is going to pop up and that bass just comes in and strikes him. And I think, I think it was just laying there and saw that little fish and he was going to have another midnight snack.